this corner route here is going to hold him once again. So once he starts to fade to this route, you're going to see how this other receiver here is going to be wide open right at the seam. As all you do is bullet and pass it away from the safety for a very easy catch or a one-play touchdown. But we can also score on the other side of the field simply by putting the A tight end on the streak, because that'll pull back the safety, and this crossing route will get open for a one-play touchdown as well. We're also going to get a little bit of interference here as these two cornerbacks bump each other off, and we got another very easy catch around one-play touchdown. But this corner route here is a devastating man beater as well, giving us two routes that score against every defense in the game. If you guys are looking for fast, cheap, reliable MUT coins, check out my coin sponsors at MMOXP.com and use discount code MONEYSHOT for 6% off your order. Link in the description below. The champ is here! Welcome back, Money Team. This is Madden Money Shots. Snipping up the Madden cheese as always. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys one of the most explosive plays in the entire game, and that's because it has two routes in every single play that score against just about every single defense. But before I do, as always, if you guys want to see more videos like this, please make sure to be a subscriber, hit the like button, let me know in the comment section. Other than that, let's get right into the video. Now, the formation I'm going to show you guys today is the gun tight offset TE, which is a pretty rare formation now, as it's only found in 3 different playbooks: the New England Patriots, the Los Angeles Chargers — I always get them messed up, to me they're still the San Diego Chargers — and my Washington Commanders offensive ebook, which is something that I go over this offense in much more detail. So if you guys want more help, more money plays from this formation, you can download this or any of my ebooks instantly simply by clicking links in the description or the top pinned comment. Now, as far as this particular formation goes, the two routes that I'm going to be hitting the most are going to be set up in these two positions here. So make sure you have your best or your fastest receivers at this spot here where I have AJ Brown, and this spot here where I have Devontae Smith. Those are the play I'm going to show you guys today is actually the Y out. This is the play that I was telling you about where it has two really explosive routes. You can probably tell which ones just by looking at it. On defense, we're going to start off going coverage to coverage, and I'm going to start off with Tampa 2. Now, I went ahead and I backed out to switch over to my custom playbook so I could show you guys something really unique about this formation, as this formation was the reason that EA created another formation that's also really good called the shotgun tight open, as they created this because they wanted to nerf how powerful this formation was by making these splits of these receivers have a little bit wider from the line of scrimmage. And that's because them being so close to the line of scrimmage creates so many different ways you can create broken passing concepts. And this formation was really taking over the game in like Madden 22 or Madden 21, to the point where they tried to nerf it by changing the formation entirely before bringing it back. So I just wanted to show you guys that to prove that this formation is still completely broken, and I'm going to show you guys why in a minute, as I already put out a gameplay where I showed you how broken it was just to simply put this X receiver here on a flat route. So if you guys want to see an offensive gameplay video where I broke this down against a live opponent, I will have that popping up on screen at the end of the video, as well as in the top right hand corner right now. But against cover 2 zone, all I have to do is motion across this B receiver and keep that X receiver in a flat route that I created, and then put the Y receiver on a streak to pull back the safety, as this is going to be a really good cover 2 concept. I can also custom stamp B up a little bit if I want to, as he might be a little bit short, but this is all you really have to do, as the B receiver here, if he gets a decent release, can be a very easy one-play touchdown. As you can see, he gets outside of that safety for a potential catch from a one-play touchdown from about 50 yards out. Next up, we're going to pick that play again. We're going to keep going with zone coverages, starting off with cover 3 sky. Now, against cover 3, there's 2 different adjustments you can do here to score with 2 different receivers. As all I got to do is put the A receiver on a streak, and you'll notice how the corner route's going to hold that cornerback down while the streak pulls the safety back and allows this receiver to get open to the top for a very easy one-play touchdown. But we can also score by putting the X receiver on a streak, and then basically putting every receiver on a streak and motioning the B receiver out. As you'll notice, this safety here in the middle of the field is going to widen out when I motion across the B receiver, as he's going to basically favor the spread of these 2 receivers on the right side. And that Y receiver is once again going to hold that cornerback outside, allowing the X receiver to get open up the seam. As you'll see here that we have, once he pulls away, all we got to do is bullet and pass it away for another easy touchdown right at the cover 3 seam. And those 2 setups also work against cover 3 match. So the cover 3 match, you might have somebody follow a little bit more. As all we got to do is put A on a streak one more time, and you'll see how once the is nobody actually followed this time, and you can see that we have another easy one-play touchdown over the top. Now, normally, if you have a slot receiver going up the seam flats will match, but on this play, it's not a slot receiver, it's an outside receiver, so you're not going to see that, as the X receiver here is going to once again get open over the top, as all you have to do is bullet and pass it away, and he's open by about 5 to 10 yards. It's going to have similar success when it comes to cover 4, so we're going to pick cover 4 match first, starting off with cover 4 quarters. Now against both cover 4 match styles, which is cover 4 palms and cover 4 quarters, you're just going to want to motion across B, and then I'm going to put the Y receiver and X receiver in corner routes. And the reason for that's simple, because the way that cover 4 quarters works is if you have routes going over 10 yards, these 4 deep safeties and corners are going to have to cover that. And on this play, this cornerback is going to match 2, this safety here is going to match 11, and the safety all the way across the field is going to match 6. And since they're all running away from that area of the field, it's going to be an easy one-play touchdown. As you can see right here, he's just running away from that safety to the point which is an easy, you know, he's gone by about 5-10 yards. And that's going to work the same way when it comes to cover 4 palms. Cover 4 palms can sometimes have different matching principles. Sometimes it's like a flat that'll match. Sometimes it'll be the mid-read linebacker that'll match. But on this particular play, it's going to match the same way. And because of that, it's going to work the same way. So if you can't read cover 4, read the difference between cover 4 palms or cover 4 quarters, it won't matter when it comes to this play. And that concept is going to work the exact same way when it comes to things like cover 6 and cover 9. You just want to attack the cover 4 side of the cover 6 defense. As all you really have to do is watch the outside cornerbacks. The cornerback that's lower and closer to the line of scrimmage is going to be the cover 2 side, while the cornerback that's further back is going to be the cover 4 side. So if we're on the wrong side, we can simply flip the play, as we just have to motion this guy across, put these guys on corner routes, and you'll notice how the B receiver is going to get matched late once again, this time by a linebacker. Even though he doesn't get as open as he does against cover 4s, it's still an easy play. And that's it for pretty much every zone coverage except cover 4 regular, which we'll have to go back to the cover 4 section here and pick cover 4 drop here. As all you really got to do is put the A receiver on a streak once again, but the B receiver's angle is not the best. As it will get past the safety, but I still feel it's best to put this guy on an actual post route. As you can see, he just doesn't have quite that angle that I want. So if I put him on, put A on a streak, then put B on a corner route, and then custom stem that up just a little bit, this will be a more dramatic angle that he'll take as he'll cross the safety much better. As you can see that he's just wide open now, and we actually ran out of bounds, but we'll call it a one-play touchdown because it's going to work the same way if we just get a little bit better of a pass. So that's it for every zone coverage. We're going to move to man coverage now, as we'll pick something here. We'll pick the Overstorm Braves, so we have a cornerback covering the route that I'm going to show. Now, this play already sets up really well when it comes to man zero, based on the fact that we got to check and release running back, so we don't really have to make any blocking adjustments. We have 2 options here. We're going to put the A receiver on a streak once again to pull back and allow this B receiver to get across. As you can see, we get some, we get some interference there from that route. And you can see how my receiver already has inside leverage because of the formation, as he's going to get across the field very easily, but we're also going to get a little bit of interference here as these 2 cornerbacks bump each other off, and we got another very easy catch around one-play touchdown. But you could also motion this receiver across, and if you see the cornerback in front of A.J. Brown, he actually cheats inside a little bit when I make that motion, which is perfect because I'm trying to beat him to the outside anyway. As you can see, once he makes that cut, that we have a very easy catch and run one-play touchdown against any man zero coverage. But this corner out here is a devastating man beater as well, as he gets open outside for another very easy catch and one-play touchdown. And that'll work the same way when it comes to things like cover 1 hole. So let's go and let's pick that. Now against cover 1, if we make this motion, we don't get the same reaction by the DB, which is fine, but we're gonna have 2 options here. So we put A on a streak, and then you'll have the Y receiver here, which can get open outside, although the chances of being a catch and run with that safety over the top aren't great. But you can also just put A on a streak, and you'll get interference from time to time on B, but it's also a really good route. As you can see here, I think we got a ton of interference there as he just crosses for another easy one-play touchdown. But you could also put B on a post route once again to make him cross a little bit more. Last but not least, we got cover 2 man. Let's go and let's pick that. Against cover 2 man, just put the A tight end on the corner route and the B receiver on a streak, and you'll notice how the safety is going to react more to the corner route than he does the actual B receiver, as we get an easy touchdown right up the middle there. And you can also do that on the other side, so you really just have to pick which side of the field you're going to attack. As we can put the Y receiver on the corner, you'll see how the X receiver is going to have the exact same success, bullet pass lead away from the safety, as we get another very easy one-play touchdown. To end this video, was we have multiple one-play touchdowns against every single defense in the game from this play. So if you guys want to see some gameplay of me using plays from this formation against a live opponent, I'll have that pop it up on screen. Just click links. Until next time, thanks for watching, man. My shit out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.